Well, the wait is finally over. The first two games of the men's NCAA tournament are set to tip off tonight in Dayton, Ohio for St. Francis versus Alabama State, plus North Carolina versus San Diego State. The first tournament was back in 1939, but the first bracket apparently didn't come along until the late 70s. ABC's Danny New visited the bar that claims to have been the original.
March Madness is about buzzer beaters and Cinderellas, but let's face it, most people watch these thrilling events through the prism of their brackets. And that now universal concept of filling out a bracket with all of your picks for the NCAA tournament may have started at this bar on New York's Staten Island called Jody's Club Forest.
So this is my dad here. These were two longtime employees of ours.
Terrence Haggerty here is Jody's son, and he says the tradition began back in 1977.
What I was told a million times, from my father, before he passed, was that, they were just hanging one day, and he was a creative guy, and, he would like to come up with some things to add business.
He says it initially started with just 88 people paying $10 a ticket to guess the Final Four, but not for long. By its final year in 2006, the winnings were apparently $1.6 million. And Terrence said over the years they had entries from elected officials, legendary sports radio celebrities, and even people overseas.
We were getting calls from California. When the war was going on in Iraq, there were tickets being sent to Iraq.
But for the record, there is someone else who claims to have invented the concept of a March Madness bracket. In Kentucky, a postal worker named Bob Stinson, who passed away in 2018, apparently started making his own brackets in 1978. When asked how confident he is that his dad is the sole inventor, his son Damon told the Associated Press, "Yes, 100%. And he went on to say the true 1 through 64 were going to go round by round. That literal format is what he started with.
Thank you, lunch.
But either way, whomever truly invented the bracket, I would imagine both Damon and Terrence have equal pride in their fathers and the memories their ideas led to for millions of people.
We never in a million years would have ever imagined where it got.
My favorite tidbit from Jody's pool was that the cash multi-entries got to be too large for the bar, and at one point they had to ask a nun to hold on to a good chunk of all of the collections. They trusted that nun. Maybe it was Sister Jean. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
And if you still need a bracket, we've got one that you can print out on our website. You can find that on the WHS11.com homepage. Plus, we've got you covered with all the action for the Cards and the Cats. Sports director Ken Spencer will be with Louisville at Rupp Arena, while Sarandon Raboyne is headed to Milwaukee with the Cats. Live coverage starts tomorrow. All right, have you